Ryan Blaney's performance at Atlanta Motor Speedway has become one of the hottest topics in NASCAR after the Team Penske driver delivered a dominant showing that caught the attention of fans, analysts, and NASCAR Hall of Famer Dale Earnhardt Jr. Blaney led an incredible 171 laps and controlled much of the race, producing one of the most commanding performances seen at Atlanta in recent years. His ability to stay at the front of the pack immediately generated praise throughout the garage. While many observers focused on Blaney's speed, Dale Earnhardt Jr. pointed to a familiar issue that nearly ruined another promising day for the number 12 team pit road execution. Earnhardt has repeatedly expressed concern about mistakes that have cost Blaney valuable track position throughout the season, arguing that the driver has often had race-winning speed only to see problems arise during crucial moments. His comments reignited debate about whether Team Penske needs to make adjustments to maximize Blaney's championship potential. Earnhardt's reaction carried extra weight because Blaney once again proved he has one of the fastest cars in the Cup Series garage. Throughout the Atlanta event, rivals struggled to find a way around the Penske Ford, as Blaney expertly managed the draft and maintained control during multiple restarts. Many competitors admitted that matching his pace over long runs was nearly impossible. The Atlanta race also highlighted why Blaney remains one of the most respected drivers in NASCAR. Despite facing intense pressure from challengers throughout the afternoon, he remained composed and avoided the mistakes that often occur in superspeedway-style racing. Fans praised his race management skills, while analysts noted that his confidence appeared stronger than at any point earlier in the season. For Dale Earnhardt Jr., the performance served as further evidence that Blaney is capable of contending for another championship if his team can consistently execute at the highest level. Earnhardt has previously stated that Blaney possesses elite raw speed and racecraft, and Atlanta provided another example of those qualities on display. The Hall of Famer's biggest frustration was not with Blaney himself, but with the recurring obstacles that have occasionally prevented the driver from fully capitalizing on his speed. As NASCAR moves deeper into the summer stretch, Blaney's Atlanta performance has sent a strong message to the rest of the field. The dominant run not only strengthened his momentum, but also reminded rivals that when everything comes together, the No. 12 team remains one of the most dangerous combinations in the sport. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s passionate reaction reflected what many fans were thinking. If Blaney and his team can eliminate the small mistakes, they could become one of the toughest championship contenders to beat this season. Bubba Wallace has once again become one of the most talked about drivers in NASCAR after a series of aggressive on-track moments sparked strong reactions from some of the sport's most respected figures. The 23XN racing driver has been under intense scrutiny throughout the season, with several incidents fueling debate about where the line between hard racing and excessive aggression should be drawn. As a result, Wallace's actions have become a major talking point among fans, media members, and NASCAR legends alike. One of the most discussed moments came earlier this season when Wallace's involvement in a controversial incident at Martinsville Speedway drew criticism from NASCAR Hall of Famer Dale Earnhardt Jr. Earnhardt openly stated that he disagreed with Wallace's decision-making during the incident and felt the move went beyond what should be expected in competitive racing. His comments immediately ignited debate across the NASCAR community, with fans split over whether Wallace had crossed the line or was simply racing with emotion. Wallace also found himself in the spotlight following a heated exchange with Christopher Bell after the race at Watkins Glen. Television cameras captured the two Toyota drivers talking intensely on pit road, leading many observers to speculate about a growing rivalry. Although Wallace later explained that frustration from an earlier incident had caused him to race more aggressively, the confrontation generated headlines throughout the NASCAR world. The situation became even more intriguing when Wallace admitted that he had been racing with heightened emotion after losing what he believed was a potential top 10 finish. He acknowledged that Bell was simply caught in the crossfire of his frustration following contact from another competitor. While some fans appreciated Wallace's honesty, others argued that elite drivers must maintain composure regardless of circumstances, further fueling the controversy. Despite the criticism, Wallace has also received support from several veterans who recognize his passion and competitiveness. Many within the garage acknowledge that his willingness to race aggressively is part of what makes him a consistent contender. However, legends of the sport continue to emphasize that balancing aggression with discipline is essential, especially as the playoff battle grows more intense and every point becomes increasingly valuable. As NASCAR heads into the next phase of the season, Wallace remains one of the most closely watched drivers in the field. Whether he is battling rivals on the track or responding to criticism off it, his actions consistently generate headlines, with legends such as Dale Earnhardt Jr. weighing in and fans passionately debating every move. Bubba Wallace continues to be at the center of some of NASCAR's most compelling and controversial storylines. Despite frequent media headlines linking Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Bubba Wallace, there is no major personal feud between the two NASCAR figures. However, several recent incidents have created the impression of tension after Dale Jr. publicly criticized some of Wallace's actions on the racetrack, leading to intense debate among fans and commentators. The discussions have become one of the most talked about storylines involving two of NASCAR's most recognizable personalities. The biggest source of controversy came after the Martinsville Speedway race earlier in the season. Wallace admitted making a mistake when he initiated contact with Carson Hocevar, an incident that contributed to a significant crash. While Wallace later apologized and took responsibility, Dale Earnhardt Jr. openly stated that he did not like the move and felt it crossed a line. His comments quickly spread across NASCAR media, fueling speculation that a rift was developing between the two men. What made the story even more interesting was that Dale Jr.'s criticism was not personal. During his analysis, he emphasized that drivers must be held accountable for costly mistakes, regardless of their popularity. Many fans praised Earnhardt's willingness to speak honestly, while Wallace supporters argued that the 23-1 racing driver had already accepted responsibility and deserved credit for owning up to the incident. The narrative of a feud weakened considerably when Earnhardt later came to Wallace's defense on a separate issue. After a fake social media quote falsely claimed Dale Jr. had attacked Wallace personally, Earnhardt quickly rejected the fabricated statement and criticized the misinformation. His response demonstrated that while he may disagree with Wallace's racing decisions at times, he does not support unfair attacks against the driver. Meanwhile, Wallace has continued to generate headlines through his aggressive driving style and emotional post-race reactions. Whether discussing incidents with rivals or expressing frustration after difficult races, Wallace remains one of the most scrutinized drivers in NASCAR. That visibility often amplifies any criticism from respected figures such as Dale Earnhardt Jr., creating the appearance of larger conflicts than may actually exist. As NASCAR heads into another important stretch of the season, the relationship between Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Bubba Wallace appears to be one based more on honest analysis than personal animosity. While Dale Jr. has not hesitated to criticize Wallace when he believes criticism is deserved, he has also defended him when he felt the driver was being treated unfairly. For fans, that combination of respect, disagreement, and public debate has created a compelling storyline that continues to attract attention throughout the NASCAR community. As NASCAR prepares for another crucial race weekend, Dale Earnhardt Jr. has sparked widespread discussion after delivering sharp criticism of a Cup Series driver whose recent actions have divided the garage. Speaking on his popular Dale Jr. Download podcast, the NASCAR Hall of Famer did not hold back when analyzing an incident that unfolded at Chicagoland Speedway, arguing that some drivers are pushing the limits of aggressive racing too far.